Ladies and gentlemen, only 3 days remain until the Fracture event, and Epic has released more teasers teasing some interesting information and the potential return of Midas during the event. Some of them we've already talked about in my last videos. It's a huge mess, so without any further ado, I'm gonna break all of them down real quick. We got a llama right here. Let's get that. Here we go. So, Fortnite has released new teasers for the event with some interesting phrases in the form of tweets in the past couple of days. The first one that we have, we can see man cake floating around in space. The official tweet says the bittersweet feeling of the world crumbling beneath you. So, guessing by the phrase, we can tell that we'll be going to outer space at some point during the event, possibly in the final moments. Why can't I shoot that guy? He has a crown. Perfect. I'm sure you guys have noticed the syrup on his head is floating, forming the number 4, definitely teasing the next chapter. Another thing I noticed and have talked about in my previous video is that Mancake appears to be in the same pose as he is as an NPC when you talk to him. So I guess Epic are trying to foreshadow that he'll be an NPC during the event. The third noticeable thing is this glowing star above Mancake's head. So what could it potentially mean? I'll get to that later in the video. Then we have our second teaser featuring unstuffed Guff, who appears to be free falling. There's nothing much in the image except that there's a tattoo of the number 4 on his body, and the star that we saw in the previous teaser, except that it's more brighter. The official tweet featuring this image says a brighter day lives just on the horizon, and then there's a city emoji after that. What I'm thinking, Epic are hinting that Tilted will be making it to chapter 4. And last night, along with the event teaser, a Rick and Morty loading screen got decrypted, and notice the background. This might be our first look at the chapter 4 map, and I don't know what's the deal with all the fire in the background. But on the right, we can see the clock tower, and then on the left, there's the Durburger, which is nowhere to be seen on the chapter 3 map. So could this definitely be a hint for Tilted being on the chapter 4 map? I would say yes, and I'm definitely excited about this one. Now, third teaser that we've got, another still frame image. We can see Ruby free falling and the legs forming the number 4 again, hitting the next chapter and the star, except that it's gotten bigger and brighter. Now the phrase used for this teaser is really interesting. It says, "All that glitters has consumed the ground, what now?" And that is of course a reference to Midas, because in the in-game description for Midas says all that glitter is yours, meaning that he's been confirmed to appear in the live event. And if you guys don't know, earlier we had the Paradise quest, and Paradise mentioned something about the Loop Breaker project, and Midas was the one who tried breaking the loop in the device event back in chapter 2. So definitely that's a hint for his potential return in the upcoming event. The reason why he's gonna be so important for the event is because he has the golden touch. He's literally Midas, you know, of course. He has the golden touch, and whatever he touches turns into gold. So this may work as a counter to Chrome. Things are surely looking spicy. Then we have another teaser that dropped yesterday night. We can see another character who goes by the name Inferno, and he's again free falling in space. And the flames on his head are forming a 4. However, the star in the background seems to be a lot bigger than what we've seen in last teaser. Something is definitely coming this way. This is literally giving me Galactus event vibes. We also got some official TikTok videos, and they put hashtag Fortnite Fracture in it, so it definitely means it's linked to the event in some way. So in the first one, we can see Sash Sergeant just doing normal chores. So we see him saluting the flag, he's cleaning up, he's blowing the trumpet, he's exercising, and all of a sudden he turns into Dark Jonesy. He gets aggressive, starts breaking stuff, and then he just turns back to normal. He's kind of confused, and then again he just swaps to some other Jonesy. Then again he just randomly starts transforming to different Jonesies. That's definitely interesting. Then there's another short, we see some wildlife, and there's two Whiplashes racing each other to the finish line. It's Jules and Mancake. They're just racing, and then all of a sudden they look at something, they just stop the vehicles and get out of that, and they're aiming at something. Now there's definitely something in the sky, and they're looking up, and it cuts to darkness. In the third one, we can see some characters chilling. We see Mancake again, he's driving a boat. Midas is playing football. Meowscles relaxing under the sun. They definitely see something in the sky, and they're kind of worried. There's definitely something in the sky, and it cuts to darkness. We still got two more. Epic just keeps trickling these in day by day. The fourth one, we see a character, he's just emoting, and he's just like randomly just teleporting to random places, and in the end he ends up being at Coral Castle. I know a lot of guys must be thinking that Coral Castle is returning. I'm just hoping it does not, because that place was literally a curse. Then we have Unstuffed Guff. He's running away from a fight. He just hides inside a house, and then everyone's like fighting, and all of a sudden he hears something, and it's just quiet. It's just totally quiet. He looks outside, and he's like really confused. Everyone's like gone, and that's definitely hinting something. So we see Ruby. In the next one, we see Ruby just chrome splashing everything, splashing a building, billboards, animals. She's about to chrome the truck, and something at her back, it cuts to darkness. We still got another one. We see Inferno. He's just like doing yoga or something. It's just like, I think in the background we can hear some voice, and I believe it's gonna be the Herald. And all of a sudden he sees something, and he's like confused. That's it. Basically all of the shorts we've got so far happen to share a common theme. The Moki teaser, I don't know if the skin is called Moki or is it Mochi, and the Sash Sergeant one have a same theme. We can see things randomizing. First is the skin, Jonesy transforming into his different versions, and then there's Moki being teleported to random places. Keep in mind that these are the same skins seen in the still frame images, so we could be potentially seeing these as NPCs during the event. Now if you guys remember, in the Zero Crisis event, while the 0 point was destabilizing, it sent out reality waves that replaced our skins and the location you were in with the one from a different reality. Maybe we get to experience something similar in the event. Then we have the Ruby teaser, the Guff one and the Inferno one. Both are confused and looking around in the end, and then there's nothing. If you ask me, I absolutely have no clue about what's happening. I don't know if you guys have noticed it out yet, but all of the TikToks seem to tease the stuff we'll be able to do during the leaked minigame. That includes fishing, racing, football, and a lot more. So the Mancake teasers we've seen so far, the teasers that have included Mancake so far, and with all the characters looking up in the sky, and that's it. Definitely they're like hinting something is on the horizon. That something might be the big glowing star we see in the still frame teasers. So whatever that is will definitely be revealed in the event. Now if I were to guess, it has to be the Nothing, because he's been teased a lot this season. It has to be him, but I think it might go even deeper than that. I personally think the star that we've seen in every teaser so far is not the same. Why am I shooting him with the rapid fire? There's one right there. Dude, no way I missed that. He's healing down here. And he dies. Perfect. I personally think the star that we've seen in every teaser so far is not the same. What if it's like a different reality or a different 0 point? Don't forget that Donald changed his location, teasing reality 153 and 602. So what if each reality has its own 0 point, and we're gonna be seeing them during the live event? It's a huge stretch, but could it be possible? Alright guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to comment down what you think about the leaks, and don't forget to like and subscribe.